Are you looking for the best luxury SUV 2023? We know the top contenders have the information you need to make an informed decision. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're exploring the top luxury SUVs of 2023. With so many options on the market, it can be overwhelming to decide which one best suits your needs. That's why we have done the research for you and are here to give you the scoop on the top contenders. 1. Mercedes-Benz GLB Class. Most subcompact luxury SUVs aren't a good deal because they have small, low-quality interiors and rough driving dynamics. You would be much better off spending less money on a fully loaded compact SUV that isn't a luxury model. But the Mercedes GLB is not the same. Its boxy shape gives it space that few other subcompact SUVs, luxury or not, can match. Its cabin design and features are similar to those of the more expensive Mercedes models. The quality isn't quite up to the GLC standards, and driving isn't as smooth as it could be, but the difference is reasonable for how much you are saving, and it's still fine. Buying a GLB is not risky in any way. 2. Volvo XC40. Most small luxury cars feel like cheap copies of their bigger, more expensive bronze siblings. The XC40, on the other hand, is not like other Volvos in a good way. It's built on a different platform than the 60 and 90 series Volvos. This makes it a bit more fun to drive, but it still has the solid, refined feel that Volvo is known for. Its design is more practical and young. Instead of luxury touches like chrome and wood, it has contrasting roofs and bright colors inside. It's also one of the larger, more versatile cars in this segment, and for the money, you get more features. It's a good car to buy on its own in a segment where it often feels like you got it because you couldn't afford a more expensive model. 3. Genesis GV70. The GV70 bursts onto the scene as a genuine, real-deal competitor to the Mercedes GLC and Porsche Macan's overall excellence. It even has a high-powered version. Even though it's cheaper than German models, this isn't a good deal. It's still more expensive than Acura, Lexus, and Infiniti models. But it's worth it because it has nicer interior and better engineering. It has a unique look and a beautiful interior. You can choose between a purple, green, and blue interior. Its rear-wheel drive platform can be improved by a smooth, very powerful turbo V6 and a high-tech adaptive suspension that not only responds to bumps in the road but also predicts them. 4. Genesis GV80. The Genesis GV80 is not a cheap SUV. It starts at around $50,000, but even when it's fully loaded and costs nearly $70,000, you will think it should be much more expensive. The interior is the showpiece. It has a modern design, is made of high-quality materials, and has controls that are easy to use. There are plenty of luxurious creature comforts to choose from. And the standard infotainment and safety technology is not only plentiful but also well done. Importantly, the GV80 also offers a sophisticated driving experience thanks to its new rear-wheel drive chassis, available air spring suspension, strong engines, and lots of soundproofing. There's also a lot of room inside. You can get a third row in the GV80, but it's very tight and only comes with a V6 engine and either the Advanced Plus or Prestige package. Because of this, we think of the GV80 as a two-row SUV. 5. Lexus RX 350h and RX 500h. The 2023 Lexus RX is a completely redesigned model. We didn't love it and were really annoyed by its technology, but the RX 350h and new RX 500h hybrids get such a good gas mileage that they are worth a look for anyone looking in this segment. If you want to get the most out of your gas, the RX 350h gives up performance and quiet cabin when you accelerate quickly in exchange for a greater 37 mpg combined. We think that a lot of people will be happy to make that trade-off in order to get the gas mileage of a compact sedan out of a mid-sized luxury SUV. The RX 500h is more well-rounded choice. It only gets 27 mpg on the highway, but it has 366 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque. It might not be as fast as Porsche or AMG Mercedes, but again, we're talking about balance, and the RX 500h has it. A plug-in hybrid called RX 450h Plus will be available at some point. It should have a good amount of all-electric range. 6. Mercedes-Benz GLE Class. If the GV80 is the most talented newcomer of the year, then the GLE is the all-star player who has always been good but has recently stepped up to a whole new level. This mid-size luxury SUV builds on the success of the ML and M classes that came before it. It also has features that make it much more competitive in the segment as a whole, such as a more cohesive design, an opulent interior, 5 engine options, including 2 AMG models, and almost all Mercedes infotainment and safety tech. If anything, all that technology, especially the MBUX interface, can be hard to keep track of. Still, the ultra-wide dual-screen setup and bright graphics make it look pretty. A third-row seat is available for $2,100, but like the one in the GV80, it's pretty small and probably won't be on dealer lots very fun. 7. Acura MDX. For 2022, the MDX got a whole new look. Acura's 3-row crossover is a better match for the Audis, BMWs, and Lexuses of the world because it's more luxurious than its predecessor. It also has the latest technology from Acura, but the interface takes some getting used to. Most importantly, the MDX is not only more fun to drive than before, but it also goes faster than other 3-row SUVs. This is thanks to the Acura's latest generation of the super handling all-wheel drive and a greater focus on driving pleasure. At the same time, the MDX is still one of the best choices for a luxury SUV. The third row is better for teens or adults, and the second row is very flexible because the middle seat can be taken out. This means you don't have to choose between seating for 7 people or more, comfortable captain's chairs in the second row. You also get more equipment for your money. And the MDX is known for being reliable and having a high resale value. 8. Lincoln Aviator. We don't say this about the Lincoln Aviator very often, but it has too much power. With a standard 400-plus horsepower turbo V6 engine, the Aviator blows away most of its competitors' base and upgrade engines. That's a good thing to do, and we are not really upset about it. The Aviator is just so good that it could easily have a less powerful engine and sell to more people at a lower price. They would still get a roomy, well-equipped, easy-to-use, and stylish interior, as well as refined driving experience that aims to be effortless instead of sporty. Yes, even though it has 400 horsepower, the Aviator is better at going on long trips than turning, appropriate for a Lincoln. And since we're talking about grain touring, the Aviator's grain touring trim is a plug-in hybrid with 494 horsepower and 630 pound-feet of torque. It also has a useful electric range of 21 miles. That wraps up our overview of the top luxury SUVs of 2023. We hope this information has helped you decide which vehicle is right for you. Whether you're looking for a safe, reliable ride, or a luxurious experience, one of these vehicles is sure to be perfect for you. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and find the perfect luxury SUV for your needs.